This right here is my custom drift cart that I built a little over a month ago. It is a blast to ride and go drift this thing around, but there were a couple things that have been driving me crazy. The rear brakes barely stop me. These drift sleeves were fun while they lasted, but they are now completely destroyed. And honestly, I just think this cart could look a little bit cooler. So today, we're gonna be fixing all of that. Inside of this massive box from Aero, we've got a brand new set of drift sleeves. Actually, it looks like 2 sets. We also have a brand new Aero wing. This thing is gonna look so good on the drift cart. We also have a brand new hydraulic handbrake to replace this one right here, and a bunch more stuff that is packaged inside of these boxes, like front brakes, new chain guard, and just everything to fully build out this cart. But yeah, now it's time we get this stuff installed. All right, boys, we got the drift cart back up on the stand, and today we're basically fixing every issue I had with this thing in the first video. And by far the biggest problem was definitely the brakes. Last time we only had one rear brake trying to stop this entire cart, which as you guys saw was pretty sketchy. So Aero sent out their full front brake kit, and this should completely change how this thing drives. And then we also got their new handbrake. This thing is honestly sick. The machining on it is so much nicer than the old one, and more importantly, this thing is actually going to run completely independently from the front brake. But we've got a lot to install, so let's get started. I started by pulling off both the front wheels, disconnecting the steering rods, and removing the original hubs and knuckles. Then it was time to build up the new front hubs. First up were the rotors, which for some reason were held on with Phillips head screws, which is kind of an interesting choice, so we'll see if they actually work out. Then I pressed the bearings into each hub, and dude, look how smooth these things are. And then it was time to get both knuckles and hubs mounted up to the cart. They pretty much mount up the exact same as the old ones, so I bolted each one onto the original mounting points, and then we also installed the new brake calipers, and then reconnected the steering rods so the cart could actually steer again. Next up was getting the brake lines attached. As you can see, this line right here splits into 2, so when I hit the foot pedal, it's going to apply both front brakes at exactly the same time. And then also on here, we got these swivel fittings, which are actually such a nice upgrade, and without them, the brake lines could like twist and bind, and eventually they could start leaking oil, which you absolutely do not want. Then I finally got rid of the old handbrake setup and somehow managed to spill so much brake fluid everywhere, so you know, I just had to clean that up a little bit. The new handbrake itself is super simple. I bolted the handle onto the rest of the brake, then there was already some pre-drilled holes onto the original mount, so I was just able to use that, and then I also hooked up the new master cylinder. And then came everyone's favorite part, bleeding the brakes. Honestly though, this wasn't nearly as bad as I expected. You just basically fill the reservoir, pump the handbrake a bunch of times, crack open the bleed valve to let some of the air out, and then close it back up. Then you basically repeat it until you get no air bubbles coming through, and you can see after doing it a couple times, the rear brake locks up instantly. And then now we had to do the exact same thing with the front brakes. This time we got 2 calipers to bleed instead of 1. It's a little bit more difficult than just 1, of course, but I mean, it just took a little bit longer. And of course, once you finish bleeding the brakes, make sure you clean everything properly, because let's just say you do not want to get brake fluid on your rotors. Otherwise, you're not going to be doing much stopping. And then it was time to get the wheels back onto the cart. And honestly, I love doing this because for some reason, I feel like a pit crew when I'm doing this. All right, and there we go. We got the entire braking system completely redone. So we got the front brakes on here and the brand new handbrake, which looks beautiful. And as you can see on these front brakes, we got these swivel brake lines. So when you basically turn the cart, it's not going to damage or like kink these lines. And as you can see, the brake is super dialed. And yeah, this is the new handbrake. This thing beautifully machined. Like, it actually looks so nice. And next up, you can probably guess what this is right here. But yeah, we got a brand new wing from Aero. And this is like the thing that I've been most wanting to do because I feel like it's going to make the cart look so much better. But yeah, now it's time we get this wing on and see what the cart actually looks like. Installing the wing was actually pretty straightforward. I started by removing a few bolts from the back of the frame, and then these massive brackets bolt directly onto the cart. And once the wing is mounted, this thing should look like a miniature drift car. I also installed these little side plates onto the wing to give it even more of a presence. And then we ran into a slight problem. So the mounting holes were actually slightly too small for the hardware. Luckily though, this was an extremely easy fix. I just drilled them out a little bit, and then after that, everything fit perfectly. And this wing now completely changed the look of this cart. And then we've also got some new drift sleeves because the last ones got absolutely destroyed in the first video. So obviously we needed some fresh ones. Installing these takes a little bit of persuasion, and I love to do that with a mallet and hit it about like 400 times. But eventually both sleeves were seated properly and ready to go. Then I cleaned up the wing and added a couple stickers just to finish everything off, and honestly, this thing is looking so good. So we pretty much got everything installed now on the cart. We got the new drift sleeves, the wing looks sick, and then we got the handbrake dialed, as well as the front brakes. I really didn't think the kart could get any better, but turns out I was completely wrong. But before we take this thing out, I got one more upgrade that I was not expecting, and it's in this box right here. Battle Aero actually sent out this brand new display for the drift kart. I haven't seen anybody running these displays on their drift carts, so I'm actually pretty excited to get this thing installed. This should show like all the important stuff like our speed, battery life, and you know, just like a bunch of other data that is like super useful and impossible to see without a display. And without further ado, let's put this display on, as well as a few other upgrades to finally complete this drift kart build. Mounting the display itself was actually really easy. I just had to remove the steering wheel and then sandwich this new bracket behind it and then bolt everything back together. Then the display screws directly onto this bracket. The wiring, however, was not quite as simple. To power this thing properly, you actually need to tap into the power coming from the key switch. So I started getting all the wiring organized, wrapping everything up in electrical tape, and then this happened. All right, so we were just getting all of the cables like wrapped up with some electrical tape, and I was going to cut a little bit of the tape off, and then this happened. Yeah, I accidentally cut off the wire when I was trying to cut off the electrical tape. I'm not the best at soldering, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to get a good job here and like it's all gonna work. Okay, to try to save this thing, I stripped both ends of the wire and then twisted them back together, and then I broke out the soldering iron and my little helping hands, and honestly, this doesn't look too terrible. I mean, it looks pretty good to me, so I guess we'll see if it actually works in a second. The display also has to communicate with the controller so it can actually know what's going on. So I'm going to the back of the cart and then getting access to the controller. But before I touch any of that, I realized that the entire back of the cart was disgusting. So I gave everything a quick clean before digging into the wiring. Then I plugged in the display to some of the controller connections and then also to the phase wires so it can properly calculate things like speed. Once everything was hooked up, I tucked all the wiring back into place and started doing some of the final cable management. And I also remembered that my dad had made this little rubber pad that sits underneath the battery. The bottom of the battery was actually starting to get pretty beat up from sitting directly on the frame, so this should keep it from sliding around, and it's also going to give it a little bit of cushioning. And with that, Drift Kart V2 was officially complete. All right, and there we go. The kart build is complete. This thing turned out fire. If we turn it on though, as you can see, the only thing that doesn't work is the new display, which I'm kind of pissed about, but I'm assuming it's probably because of my terrible soldering job. We got the wing on there though, with the matching branding on there. Brand new handbrake, which I'm hyped to test out. Now finally front brake, so hopefully I'll be able to stop. I'm hoping it doesn't scrape on the ground. Let's go. Also, we're here at Henrik's and look at what he just picked up, bro. Brand new Ultra V. I know we just built up Henrik's bike.
Oh, I have so many DMs. Bro selling right after Zeke built his bike.
He ordered this thing off Alibaba like 2 months ago and it finally arrived just after we finished the build, which kind of sucks, but this is really his dream bike that he wants to fully build out. But yeah, let's hop on the cart and go take this thing to a really sick spot. There was like this parking garage that I saw that just looks so sick that I want to try out. All right, let's go power this thing on. Bump it down to the first mode. You got it. No intro to Kyrid Star, buddy. Oh wait, we're going downhill? I can test out the front brakes straight away. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's amazing. These front brakes. Oh, that's so nice. No. The front brakes are so nice to have now.
You have to wait till there's a big opening before you go.
Yes, I agree. All right, let's do it. Let's go. That was sick. And yeah, I actually trust myself taking it down hills now because without front brakes, I would not take this thing on the road.
Set up the bike path so then you're safer.
I agree. Wait, front brakes? I was missing out, bro. Holy. Oh, I also got the McLaren shirt on today because, I mean, I don't really have a racing shirt or nothing, but all the Formula drivers do used to race go-karts, so it kind of fits, you know? Oh, the wing too. It's so funny on here. It's like little Mario Kart. The aerodynamics are going to be drastically improved, of course, but it also does just look cool. Oh no, I'm getting all wet. And this is in mode 1 too. It's kind of crazy how fast this kart actually goes. The steering angle is also insane. What was that?
Can I try, bro, please?
No, dude.
Hey, go do some, bro, please, bro.
I'll do some in the parking lot. Oh, let's see. This is so sick. It's fast, bro.
One time, please. Throw my backpack.
All right, I got you. Hey, be careful on it though. No, there's no reverse. There's no reverse. I'll pull you back. I'll pull you back. Be careful on it on the throttle, right? Oh dude, he was whipping it. For the first time, it was good. Yeah, for the first time, bro. Chipotle? Yeah. All right, I'm down. Let's go. This parking garage is so sick. We're gonna be back here in like 1 second though. We're grabbing some Chipotle real quick. Parking garages are the sickest places for these karts because they have the perfect amount of grip and they're not like too rough. Like this ground right here is a little bit too rough for the drift sleeves. Boom. Oh, bet. I'm gonna wait for him. The cop didn't care, dude. That's such a good sign, bro. I love that. They are so chill. They didn't even care about the Rons either. The front brakes actually improved the sketchiness of this kart so much. Like, I actually don't feel that unsafe riding it anymore, or driving it. Actually, I should say drifting it. Oh, yeah, this is sick. Oh, that's sketchy, bro. This ground is like the slipperiest thing ever. Let's see if the drift kart gets any grip on the grass. Oh, wait, that's such a good idea. We should do that. Yeah. This is actually better. It's actually pretty grippy here. The front brake is that one. That's the rear brake. You barely need this. It's mainly just throttle. Yeah, dude, I love the wing on it. It just takes practice. That's really it. I'm gonna try just a straight up line. So you gotta go in through there like a little snake. Oh, and then you gotta come right through here. That's like the finish line or something. Yes.
But it's just not good on the street at all. It's not practical.
Yeah, it's not practical. It's kind of hard to do at high speeds. All right, where to next? Bro, those front brakes just stop you on a dime. It's crazy because the only brakes before obviously were the rear brakes and those are attached to the slicks. So obviously they barely do anything. Now having some grippy front brakes, ooh, the kart actually feels so much better than compared to the first version. Oh, plus the wing, you know, which adds like 30 horsepower to the thing. We're gonna go through there and then chain it. I'm gonna chain this right here. Oh, we got the technical drifts down, bro. Look at that. This kart is so sick. Just hold on a sec, dude. This is literally so fire. I love the new sleeves. It's kind of cool that they're in blue. I like how they're, you know, a little bit more matching the cart now. This thing is like actually so sick. I'm bummed I didn't get the display working. That would have been so cool to see the speed, but technically since your wheels are spinning so fast, it wouldn't have actually done much because it like can't keep track of your speeds unless your wheels are like literally planted. Oh, I still got the display like little peel on here too, but I guess that doesn't really matter. We'll keep that on until I actually get it working. A little burnout on it now. All right, let's see what a little Mode 2 feels like with the new sleeves. We won't ride around or nothing yet.
Yeah, have a good one.
Oh, you see the sleeve is coming off?
Oh yeah.
It'll make it to Henrik's. It's fine. That's what sucks with the sleeves, dude. You gotta have the tools on you to like quickly get them back on. Oh, the drift sleeve's kind of going back on. It's kind of annoying. Like, you can't drift it for that long, but realistically, I am not riding it the way they intend you to. The way they intend you to is like on a nice track, like indoor area kind of thing. Versus I am really urbanizing this thing. We're good, we're good, we're good. And then we'll hit a little drift onto here. Hell yeah. This thing is so fun, dude. Oh, let's try to get some speed here. Oh, it doesn't go faster. No, what the f? There we go. Oh, uphill? Let's see. Oh, the drift sleeve moved to the other side. I just needed to do some drifts to push it the other way. It's pretty sketchy on the road, I'm not gonna lie to you. Bang. Oh, I can just do that with the wheels. Perfect. You guys are some dogs, bro. Let's go, dude. The freaking wing looks so sick on here though. Brand new Ultra from Henrik, brand new mods on the cart. Let me know what I should do next to the cart or where I should take it next. I feel like off-roading would be hella fun on this thing, or maybe like some new, like an actual racetrack or something. That would be so sick as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!
Yo, new year, new money, but it's the same old me. Need the yard that don't come cheap before I get 8 gold teeth. They wanna play with sticks and stones, I'm calling them Jamie T.